you later, nerds. What the?
A little bit of a time in NA sightseeing and the burgers.
Burgers.
Well, you know, that's what I.
We have burgers here,
burgers and Mexican food. That's what he's been doing.
There's still Mexican food.
No, there is. We're gonna have to go and test it out eventually. But it's gonna be cool to see him back at GeekFam. One of the many SEA teams that are gonna be shuffling around their rosters.
He's playing carry, right?
He is, yeah. He's gonna be on the carry.
Naga.
What is this? It's a mid lane faceless void, by the way.
Are they trying to dodge? What lane are they trying to dodge? So he doesn't want to lane against what? The Mirana lane? I guess he's trying to dodge. No, he's trying to dodge the Vino lane. Yeah, because there's a void you don't want to lane against Vino.
Yeah, okay, so a bit of musical lanes here. Generally, the point of musical lanes is to run around as much as you can until you TP. The person who TPs first is the loser, because then you have to walk to your next lane.
Not if you have Chen. Chen can recall you.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. Not if you have a Chen, because Chen can recall you. So that's going to be a big leg up, and generally is a pretty big difference maker in terms of the experience gain early on. Classic Chen build, just lots of regen, starting off with the headdress. We're probably going to see
Fairy Fire. That's the classic item for Chen.
Fairy Fires.
I remember watching Puppy's Chen, and he had like 3 or 4 Fairy Fires.
They're just good items, man. As I'm not sure if they've quite scouted the cores here yet, GeekFam. How should they respond, if at all?
What just happened?
I don't think they can move. They're against a Chen. They probably could move the supports, but I think that's about it. So they're going for aggressive tri-lane.
You have learned nothing.
With, was it the Mirana? Yeah, the Mirana. Naga's mid against the Void. That's a pretty good lane for him. No, Mirana's actually mid. So Naga's walking bot.
I think the Mirana is probably going to be not the best person to put against the Void this lane, right? But I think it's going to be a close second, right? Just can, there you go, to get a nice little high five.
I don't think he can bully the Void in the lane, but it's more about like playing with, it's the synergy with their heroes, right? They have the song into the arrow, they have the Trian ultimate into the arrow, they have this setups and follow-ups. I'm wondering what the Mirana is going to go this game. I want to see what items does he go for. Does he go for like more damage build, or he goes for like a spellcaster build, like the Aghanim dagger that we used to see?
Oh, man, I'm surprised that they're giving the Lycan this lane when it was the last pick Lycan. This seems like a very unfun lane.
His best hero. This player is a Lycan specialist. He plays all the very unconventional carries like Drow, Lycan, all the niche heroes.
Okay,
but Lycan is his best hero.
Just doesn't seem to be. They doesn't really have a fun time in any lane in this game.
I mean, the thing with the Lycan is like he doesn't really pose a lot of synergy with the Chronosphere.
No.
He's good with the Chen, the rest of the heroes, the Centaur, the Phoenix. They want to push, right, and have this kind of like teamfight heroes around it. But that's about it. They don't really have any stuns, apart from Chrono. If you look, like sure, the Centaur has a stun. If you get a blink, you can initiate. But before that, there's only Chrono. There's nothing.
Yeah.
How are they going to catch this Mirana?
Supernova stun. There you go. There you go, my friend. It's that easy. You just set up with the Supernova. Jeffer is just trying to play around with them as much as he can. Good job by Leaf here sticking out of the
And you should tell your team, we have stuns when you play Darkseer. I vacuum.
I vacuum. That's a stun.
I have Shuriken toss.
We saw how well they used it last time. Boom Esports.
Sure. Vacuum into a Wraith King stun.
It worked though, did it not? They won the game.
I can't argue with the results.
Yeah, there we go. It is hard to argue with results. Although the one thing I will argue about is that the TI-10, the Sunken Relic, it looks so much like one of the Bounty Hunter track effects, doesn't it? The newer ones on the Immortal.
You mean the Slada?
No, I don't think so. I think it's track, isn't it?
Oh, it's track. Oh, you mean the track? Oh.
Yeah. You see the sunken underneath them, right? They have the whatever the effects.
I'm not a cosmetic person.
Wow, it's like $8,000 though. This cosmetic, and it's like applies permanent track.
I can only think about how many fish I can get.
Fair enough. Lots of was it black-based avatars, right? I remember now. But so far, all's pretty quiet. Mirana with a comfortable lead in the mid lane, especially with Deny, 16 and 5.
But looking at what the Lycan can do this game, though, like he's really good against Divino. But I say that Phoenix is in a bit of trouble, but he has died.
Yeah.
So the Lycan is, I think he's good against the supports like the Disruptor, the Venom, all these backline heroes. He's very good against that. But he's not great against the Trian Ultimate and the Naga Song. Those are two heroes that are very good against him.
Yeah, definitely. And you said immediately when you walked in and saw the trap. Oh, Naga against Void.
Good night, Chronosphere.
A big sticking point for you, right? Even if you were to get him the Chronosphere, you still have some pretty good saves. Glimpse, of course, is just incredibly annoying around that arrow, forcing you around.
Yeah, I think just overall, GeekFam has a much clearer plan of with the draft, what they want to do, what they have to do. And now 4-minute rune, so don't think the Void can control the rune anymore with him using the jump. So, and Disruptor moving to control the runes.
The support's right on cue is, thank you, Wyman.
You're late, Leonex. You're late.
He's a little bit late, and the rune's actually going to spawn top, so it's going to be Cuckoo. No bottle quite yet, so he's going to be unable to refill it there, but he's going to get some pretty good use out of this DD rune for sure.
Wow. Look at the CS. He's 23 and 9 against 16 and 2.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually didn't expect Void to fall that far behind. I thought the lane was still okay for him.
It's not that fun, right? Because Mirana, her right clicks they're frequent, but they're not too heavily damaging.
They're tickling you every time.
Exactly. So you're not really incentivized to time walk them off. She's not really going to arrow you because she's mostly arrowing the range creeps every single lane. It's not really such a great time. You know, so especially with what does surprise me, I will say, is the amount of denies. That is surprising.
Personnel skill.
Yes, it's going to be the difference here between Cuckoo and Michael. I don't know. The middle lane,
isn't that Mikkel?
Mikkel. We'll go with Mikkel. It's just it's tough because I don't know how you set the tempo as the mid lane faces Void. It's kind of is he gonna die to that? Yep.
Once every 2 minutes.
Yeah, right. Once every 2 minutes. I mean, I guess the good news is that because it's the faces Void coming to gank a lane, ideally he's ganking a lane that can actually get a kill with him, right? You're gonna be probably ganking top lane, go for a kill. I guess onto the off lane Veno, right? Using Sunray Supernova. It's not ideal, but at least
he's in trouble. Santos in trouble. He went a little too deep. They're trying to get the glimpse. He's stuck. Is there a TP
Radiant's
coming in?
courier has been killed.
No TP.
Oh, look at a courier. What the heck is that courier doing there?
Sending his ring, man. He needs his ring. He's a centaur.
Oh yeah, the ring of health, right?
Ring of Health, Tango. Wow, he's having a great old time here with the Chen, you know, amplifying the heal.
Yeah, he really is. 22.5 HP regen is no joke.
Oh my god, Mirana 79? What is happening?
That's what I like.
What is happening?
I mean, the face of Void is just out of the lane now. He doesn't want to get denied on anymore. He might be contesting a bit. Arrow.
How is denying so many against the Void?
Well, this
like Void has more damage.
Gonna walk up to the high ground, Cuckoo. Sorry, Carl.
This is actually, I think, just down to the laning mechanic and skill, you know, personal skill.
Yeah, I do like this. Going for the MKB on the bottom, as ganking bottom now is going to be the bottom line. X in some trouble. They're going to glimpse him right back in, and he's just going to stand there and take his lumps to kills uncontested. Top lane. Mark. They're gonna go for Jeffer, but no stuns here. It's kind of like the classic Bloodseeker counter.
Oh, he's also going for no points in lane armor, so he's going for like more like a damage Trian. I think he built Veil with his Trian as well when he goes for the max Nature's Grasp and the Leech Seed. I remember him playing Trian that way. Not that conventional, but it works for his team when they're lacking damage.
I think doesn't Puppy tend to play a lot of supports like this with damage over time? Doesn't he choose to max those in the lanes like AA, who likes max gold feet, for example?
Yeah, but for Trian, when you play him as a support, it depends. If it's a pulse buff, usually you go with the armor and you just play the dead lane, delay the game.
Delay the game, get a meteor hammer, heal your towers.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's basically a disgusting job, but it wins you the game.
Of course, yeah.
Dire's top tower.
It ain't pretty. It's not much, but it's honest work, right? It's honest work.
It's, again, you know, all we care is the results, whether you get the W, whether you get the win.
My goodness, that's such it's a very respectably timed Vanguard. I suppose it's no other items on top of that, right? Not even boots or even a...
I mean, he's laning as Naga. Naga can't do much to him, so he's just free farming and he has a chance to back him up. If he's not fat, I don't know. What is he doing in the lane? Because he's supposed to be fat, yeah. And this game, I kind of feel like maybe he has to take up some mantle of doing damage, because I feel like the Lycan and Void might not be enough, because there's all this counter towards the Chrono. There's the Trian Ultimate, there's this song. So I think the Centaur also has to carry some weight in terms of doing damage later. And against a Naga, getting Radiance on Centaur will be good.
There we go. Necrobook 1 already completed for Lycan. Let him know that the item is not that good anymore. I'm just kidding. Good item. such for the
The
Lycan.
wolf, man.
On the wolf.
I have Vanguard. Where is my team?
Yep, there goes the Stampede. My pro running away and probably
Arrow.
screaming in pain. Arrow? Oh, nearly catches with my pro. I don't know if he's going to be able to TP out now.
Wait, why is he not
Radiant's bottom tower
trying
is
to
under
TP?
attack.
There are no stun. Like he's a level 3 disruptor.
You know what? You are correct. There are no stuns.
Radiant's
Once he saw the arrow, he could actually TP.
Oh, did he see the arrow
Dire's
though?
middle
Yeah, he
tower
dodged
is
the
under
arrow.
attack.
I don't know if he dodged the arrow. I think he just
Visibility.
misclicked and his pathing messed
Dire's
up and he wasn't able to
structures
get out of the
are
way, to
fortified.
be honest.
Yeah. But it's a
Dire's top
really
tower
big kill for
is
them because the
under
centaur was
attack.
farmed.
Yes, it is, regardless.
And now Shiren is doing his job, but he doesn't have living armor to delay. That's the downside
Radiant's
of going for
bottom
this build.
tower is under
You do
attack.
more damage in the lane, but it
Dire's
doesn't allow
top
you to be that
tower is under
disgusting.
attack.
I think the most
Dire's
disgusting
top
Shiren that
tower
I've seen
has
is
fallen.
Ice. Like the way he plays the Shiren, like how he delays the game for his carry. Like he would voluntarily sacrifice his life to clear out creep waves with his ultimate, so that you don't kill the towers as quickly.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Have you seen his game?
I have not, no.
You should. If you have time.
I think I'm going to have to. That does sound pretty disgusting.
You just TP to the lane. Like, you can't do anything to him. He just kills the
Radiant's
creep wave. Yeah,
middle
sure, he keeps
tower
up his
is under
life for that,
attack.
but he delays the push for like a good 30 seconds to 1 minute, and the carry is just farming a 2-wave of creeps.
4-1-3 build to start off for our Arpada. What's that? No, just a little
Oh
clarity.
yeah, I was talking about the Agling, but I forgot how good it is on heroes like Mirana and Autumn. Sorry, Mirana and Windrunner that I've seen recently in pubs a lot. A lot of players have been rushing the MKB. And even I've seen it on the Pangolier as well.
Yeah. It's just, oh wow, nice setup there into
the
arrow.
item is really strong right now. Nice combo. Glimpse
Yeah,
into the arrow.
that's not a very easy one.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long stun they needed against the Phoenix, right? They only need
Especially if
that
it's a near one. Near one is harder to time compared to the longer glimpse further away.
Yeah, definitely, because it's got a travel time in that projectile.
Yeah, so you can target easier.
Dire
Yeah,
are
that was
scanning.
impressive.
The one that's point blank is a lot harder to land.
It is. It's because it's the glimpse takes forever to get there.
He is in a dead lane. He doesn't run, he will die.
I think he's gonna recognize it. Yep, going for the TP out this time. Has the Stampede, and look at that. They're wrapping around the Chen from behind, placing a deep ward here. Carl backing off. No vision
Oh, that's a nice
on
spot.
Yeah, it is. For 2 then completed. I was gonna ask.
He's recalling someone.
Take us.
Who is he?
The Lycan?
Is he? Yes.
The Lycan.
Okay, there we go.
Surprise!
It's a shapeshift. Hello, there's a wolf in the trees now, and we have detection everywhere. Whiteman has got nowhere to run. Down he goes. Carl's going to watch his ally down. He goes, oh, you know what? They'd actually have detection here. I'm going to have to walk away. Sheffer, walking on through, does have 20 minutes.
Can defend this tower. They have
Supernova, where's the follow-up? There we go, immediately into the Supernova, ticking down here. Can they get out of there in time? Absolutely.
very nice by Zephyr there.
I'm surprised they even went for it because they had eyes on the train protector. He must
Yeah,
have known.
they saw him, right?
100% they saw him. Maybe they were just expecting the Supernova to do a bit more damage. Not too sure.
That was very, very strange. But they get the tower, and immediately Dire smokes because they know the combo is down.
Right underneath a ward, then they must know that there's vision there because they know there's at least a sentry, right? So we'll see if they can catch anyone here, or if if question mark by hashtag are able to punish them. No, instead they're going to get the glimpse into the static storm on the centaur. Tanky boy, though, doesn't have that much magic resist. The sun ray from behind.
You would think that they saw this.
Radiant's bottom
That's what I'm
tower
saying,
is under attack.
right? Like, it was right under the ward.
But he wasn't even...
He
Felt
seemed
like he was afraid.
he
was
seemed so surprised, didn't he?
like, what?
How could they see me
Radiant
here?
structures are fortified.
Oh, there it goes.
Again, that was a very, very big kill again on a Centaur.
Yeah, another big kill.
Like, and I said that the
Radiant's
Centaur
middle
actually has a
tower
pretty
is under
important
attack.
role this game to play because of the way the draft is set up. He might have to put in some weight in terms of doing damage later in the game. It's not like the game where you can just play Centaur, just tank up all the damage. You know?
Jeffrey's getting owned by this tornado, by the way. Knocked him down to half HP. EF5 tornado. Jeffrey's down to half HP just from the tornado alone. That's hilarious. My favorite ability.
Tower, deny.
Radiant's
They're
middle
gonna opt
tower
for it, but
has
they're not gonna get it. Cuckoo instead. Oh, look at this. He's really setting up the toll booth there. You want to cross?
What kind of game is this? Banner Wards Trian? Well, at least the Trian doesn't have the armor build. If not, it would be so disgusting.
Yeah. It's pretty tough here. It's not gonna get much easier. I mean, this is weird. If you're gonna do something a bit freaky, like a mid lane face of void, do you need to go for like a different build? Because he's going for the Mask of Man.
Yeah, but what else would you go?
think
you need to do damage.
That's what I guess, yeah, you just need damage. You need.
And you don't have the Aghanim's to reduce cooldown on Chrono anymore to play around the Chrono. So
no.
either way, the way you build Void is just get damage and be a carry.
The mechanism already done.
The Aghanim's is cool though. I like the new Aghanim.
I do like the Aghanims. It's how do you feel about it being a counter to illusion-based heroes? Actually, let's talk about that since we do have one.
It's good. Like maybe not first or second item, but it's good. A good like I think a third or fourth item after you have some damage. And the talent where you get the the bash duration. I think that would be. Sorry, the Temlock damage, the bash damage, not duration. So
Really?
and that cooldown. If you want to do that build, I think that's pretty nice.
The win rate on the time walk distance is actually much better. Of course, that's something Val knows about the hero.
I know, it gives you a lot more flexibility to play with in terms of having to move around in a team fight. And overall, it just helps you more as a hero.
Definitely.
The bash damage is like, wow, I actually rarely see people take that.
Me neither. I was a bit surprised considering 55 damage. That's not an insignificant amount, but nope, it's almost over.
And look at what Kuku is doing. He's just like cutting the waves and just making sure that the Naga can keep farming. And look at how big of a map right now. Like Gaia is getting a huge portion of the map, like 75% of Trian's playing the dead lane. Naga's farming, taking the safest farm.
Yeah, we haven't seen Abed. Where is Abed even? Where is he farming? Missing Abed? Well, let's see. Is he back to... Oh, there he is. Sound nearly done. Very respectable farm.
But at some point, they're going to have to take a team fight with the song.
Yeah.
Into the Disruptor ultimate.
But I mean, that's not a problem, right? That's like saying essentially, eventually Abed's going to have to get blasted.
At the same time, you have to consider that...
wait,
never mind.
Speaking of Static Storm, they're just going to...
Fine. I think...
Yeah, they can't kill him. I think he now has completed Headdress, I think, on top of that. So I think that, yeah,
the
Hood of Defiance, thank you. So they're definitely not going to be able to kill him now.
Yeah, but the thing with the Naga against the Chronosphere is like neither one wants to be the first one to pull the trigger. No. If you pull your Chrono first, then the song is easily coming. But then again, you don't also want to use your song to set up for the Disruptor ultimate, because then he can come in and Chrono the back line after. So it's like a pretty...
Or you can BKB and Chrono you.
Yeah, so it's like a pretty tricky situation to deal with.
That's why, I think try for this now. They're just calling in the supports to maybe get some D-warding. That's why I kind of like the time walk distance, because you can BKB from nice and far away, time walk to close the gap and get in range and maybe Chrono.
It just gives you more options in the team fight.
Definitely.
How you can play around the positioning. Because Void is...
Wow, a Holy Locket being queued up by Phoenix.
Chen?
No, Phoenix.
They have a lot of kills.
They do, but they also have a Chen. Feels like it would be much better built on the Chen.
And you want the Phoenix to go for more damage, right? More carry.
Oh wow, they're actually gonna TP out
like a meteor hammer on the Phoenix, right?
Tower is under attack.
You think? I mean, I guess
it's a pretty common item on Phoenix in pubs.
It kind of is, yeah. I'm not completely against it. You know, I see the use of it.
What are you just hopping about how hammer? Oh, hammer.
Well, no, that's different. That's on Invoker, you know, Class Wex Invoker. It's the top of the mean build, you know.
Is it a mean build?
It is, because he literally has no defensive items if you do that. It's great. It's the pure.
I believe it.
It's the pure. I'm stomping you, and
it comes to Lycan and the Centaur time. They're trying to pressure, but they have the Trian armor. They have Venom to delay the game.
Yeah. Even though it's only level 2 nature armor. So they'll send in a few Naga illusions to clear the wave. I bet actually nearby might
they can song and he's waiting for the corner.
And they ought to be trying to wait for the corner. Heals onto the back line. Oh,
wait, didn't the Chen have... Oh, he had no mana to kill.
Oh, that's gonna now TP out in shame. Phoenix should have used that arcane ring though. You never know if that'll give you the mana.
Oh, it's a real Naga, not a fake Naga.
It is a real Naga. Abed just gonna be threatening him. Oh, setting up for the arrow. Oh, perfectly predicted there. Not like Carl to set up for a kill. I thought it was going to be off by just a few mere meters, but no, the money.
Yeah, that was a pretty costly mistake there by the team. 2 deaths on their heroes. They still have their spells, so they have to try to find a move soon with the Chrono and the Phoenix ultimate.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not. I feel like they're not fighting a fight, right? the Naga plus like the way the other heroes are positioning, the farming with the banner, the trend, the portion of the map.
Oh, nice control here. There's the chrono to turn. They have caught the Abed as well. We could see a song coming out here as they have not actually glimpsed back the Phoenix. So all alone is going to be Mikael. There they go. The Wolf runs and he's going to be running at the back line. Whitemon getting eaten alive here by these Zookeepers. Zephyr next to lead is going to be A-OK. Abed should be totally fine. He's got song at man style. No way he dies.
This hero is just so good against Lycan. Either you can ensnare him or you can song the creeps.
Something I don't really like though is actually taking a look at this question mark draft is you have Stampede and you have
no disable apart from Chrono, like I said.
Well that, but also like the Stampede doesn't seem as good on the Lycan because he already has an ability that makes him move at max moves. So it seems kind of wasted.
Counterintuitive.
Right. That's like if you have like a Riki, a Bounty Hunter, another Invis hero, and Mirana. You're like, well, why?
I mean, the idea, I feel like it's more about like the laning. They are focused on winning, trying to win their lanes, because Centaur does well against Naga in the lane. So sometimes you see teams, they prioritize like countering their lanes rather than how well the picks work with their own draft. And usually in like weaker teams, like getting the lane counter, winning your lane is it's actually more important than getting a better draft.
Of course, because then it makes the rest of your game strategy easier.
Yeah, it's simpler to play that way. Because not everyone can execute as well even if you pick a counter.
Definitely. Yeah, no, that tracks. Faceless Void's picked up a second item. We've got the Necro 3, so now we can have some nice map control. It's not going to be as easy to dodge just because of a Moonlight Shadow, right?
Radiant's top
so that's at least going to be a little bit nice for question.
The supports have to be very, very careful for this Lycan.
Yeah.
I think the train has to just wait for the Lycan, root him, and the creeps after when he pops his ultimate. That's the only thing that Zephyr needs to really do in the fights, I feel. Because if they drop the Chrono, the Naga can deal with it. They don't have to drop the overgrowth for that.
Radiant's top
I don't know, it kind of feels like I think you could really get away with opening with a Song Arrow combo, right, on him, or even a Song Disruptor.
Because they're in such a good position.
Because we saw the overgrowth attempt into Naga.
Lane. Oh no, they're gonna get the Centaur here. They're gonna see him.
Oh, could see a big overgrowth that is ready.
They're trying to get the runes, but I think Passion should get the bottom view. They have the high ground.
Oh, they're going for it though. Nice interruption there. Oh, he actually still gets the ulti off though. Yeah, the healing is actually quite insane now. Overgrowth to try and keep him held down. I thought we were going to see a super over there, but
there's no initiation. Plus of Chrono, and there's no Chrono.
Deciding against it. Mikael is going to show up a little bit late. Is that now a full Holy Locket then on lead? Hold that thought. Actually, my pro is going to get dragged back in. I don't know. This is not an easy kill either for GeekFam though. He's so tanky. They're just gonna chill, waiting for the right moment to fight. Comes the Naga behind Abed. What are they gonna go for? More heals coming through then onto the Faceless Void. Dropping the heal, man. They have caught Carl, but there we go. And here we don't actually have any follow-up immediately for this though, but at least it's gonna save Carl for now. The static field trying to hold him down. Micro stuck and barely even moved into another Venomous Gale. Finally gonna get the Supernova offline. Getting in a bit of a rough spot as well. He's now between what used to be an egg and a hard place, and now he's dead. Faceless Void rooted up, has nowhere to go.
I mean, you saw how difficult was it for them because they don't have stuns, right? The Chrono was the only spell. Like generally, when you look at drafts overall, when you have Chrono, all these big spells, and you want a secondary stun so that the other secondary hero could go in and set up so that you can get a better Chrono. You don't want to open a fight directly with a Chrono. But in this draft, there's really no other option. They don't have other stuns.
No, you don't have like an initiation. I mean, what's your initiation? Hold on, nice job there actually denying the bounty rune with the wolf.
Yeah. Initially the fight seemed okay with the Sun Ray here, but then when the song came in, then it's like, what do we have left right now? There's nothing in the tank.
And Albert's positioning there, of course, is no mistake. He's literally taking his position. It's fine. I'm just standing here.
Understands that all he needed to do in a fight is just to deactivate or neutralize the chemistry.
Yep. So like, don't worry about me, guys. If they jump on me, hit them with an ulti or something all the time. It's totally a non-issue for them here. So they're gonna get Roche. Abed now with Aegis Stampede running on in is gonna be this little old doggo trying to find himself a fish. So Naga Siren. They do have that Necro 3 and the detection is all there. Mikael probably wishing he had a Chrono Spear now as the arrow will connect now onto Lycan. Well, they're killing onto him. Oh, they will get the Venom, however, at the very least, as Abed continue to match fight here versus the Faceless Void, a 1v1. MyPro helping out there with a little bit of a stun, as there goes the Chen now, so no heals as Abed gets off the song. A little bit of miscommunication there between Whitemon, but they did get a very nice two-man static storm. Unfortunately, they're unable to capitalize it, but they will be dragging it right back. Abed, no run! Abed, no be careful. It's okay. It was all Abed, Mikhail. He's going to have to look that fish right in the eyes as he gets right clicks down.
Just like taunting him there.
Yep, pretty much. Walk towards me. Why don't you?
Why would they want to take the fight? They didn't have Chrono, they didn't have Egg.
No. I mean, they stampede in with shapeshift, and then what? I mean, you literally.
Stunts again.
I think a big sticking point is what the panel mentioned with what's your initiation here. You run in Chrono, you run in an Egg. Sure, okay, but if you don't have either of those, what do you do? And there is actually all the rocket completed. It is insane healing, to be fair, honestly. But I don't know if you can really out-heal all the damage that GeekFam are going to be throwing at you here.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you're gonna have to be able to kill them. There's no point keeping everyone alive, but you don't have anything to kill the enemy. They don't have enough damage right now because none of them can do damage. But the song counteracts the Chrono, the Ologov counteracts the Lycan ultimate with his creeps, and that leaves like Chen, Phoenix, and Santo. Phoenix and Chen doesn't really have much room to do damage because there's so many things that can cancel the Sun Ray. There's the arrow, there's the glimpse. Very hard for him to stand there and dish out damage.
Yeah.
And Centaur is just Centaur. Right now he's just a meat shield. He doesn't do damage.
No, he is. It's so hard for him to get a blink in, of course, because you're against a Venomancer, right? Even if you do get a blink in, your follow-up's not going to be insane.
The only way I see them being able to win this game is if the Centaur gets rich enough and he gets Radiance. Like, it goes late, he has hard Radiance, Octarine Shiva, you know, those kind of games so that he can counteract.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is going to start, though, if he gets caught, and he will. Zephyr committing the ulti. Abed's going to walk on over. Look at that, Manta dodging the hoof stomp. There we go. That's the Abed we've been looking for. And we'll even get a tip out from Cuckoo for that one. Very impressive stuff. Learned that one from our TZ spot. TZ thought of a thing or two about that one. No, but I mean, I guess the good news is here, if your question mark, right? Like,
Radiant structures.
not really, I would say, but I think there's a common school of thinking, which is you really only need one team fight to really capitalize on, right? And you have team fight. It's not really the best here, but you might be able to still piece something together here if your question mark.
Yeah, draft is not taking the setup block. They don't have enough
Radiant's
stunts.
middle tower.
Like when you look at the draft, you can't only have, oh, my draft has a lot of team fight, but then if you can't start the fight, how are you going to use your team fight?
Radiant's top tower
Listen, it's hard to disagree with you there, right? But
maybe if the Lycan has like a Centaur, he started with a Helm of Dom and he has a Centaur, that would give them an avenue of catching heroes. But he didn't do that, he went for the Necrobook Rush.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem too. Naga Siren going to have an MKB up here. Just GeekFam not taking any risk. Up 11k, they can really basically just fight whenever they please.
Discipline.
I do as well. I do as well here. For game one, they're just not wanting to lose a game here. We did see yesterday was it Fnatic actually losing, reverse sweeped by Motivate Trust Gaming. So we've seen some very big upsets because of roster changes, and GeekFam I think are not going to be immune to that.
Not there, but he bought yet. Let's see what is Radiant doing. They have the whole map for themselves. They've taken all 3 lanes, they farm all the jungle. Radiant has this like Chrono at plus 8, but they can't really do anything with it. I mean, Carl's got 4 level advantage with the Saquon carry. It's pretty terrifying. Yeah, you're just sitting and waiting for the enemy to come and try to win.
This is the end game. I'm sure we don't share the channel like it's a cut vision and just play it. Really,
it's time to go.
They have. Okay, you're happy with that 10-second DKB. You can go right back in here. You haven't really expended anything at all. Anything at all.
Radiant's courier.
I like Zephyr's placement there with the Nature's Grasp as well.
Radiant's bottom
tower be on cooldown for quite some time now. I mean,
Scotty.
Yeah, he is farmed. I mean,
Scotty, Manta, and Butterfly soon.
You know, you know, part of me is asking Abed, why don't you just song walk in and win the game? But the other part of me goes, you got to be disciplined, right? You can't be letting question mark get any really big kills.
This could be a trial for him, you know.
It could.
Yeah, you don't want to screw it up.
It could be.
Do your best.
And of course, Raven moving over to Fnatic, so there's an empty spot currently here for Sam. Abed in the region, and presumably on low ping. I mean, he's got to be after Manta dodge, hoof stomp. Oh, I can't believe, by the way, Zephyr finding an Ironwood tree is just such good luck for him, isn't it?
The best item for Trin.
Literally, I think
that item and the repair kit.
Repair kit is good. I think there's a 1-3-5, right? The one item you want in tier 1 is going to be, of course, the Ironwood tree. The 3 is a repair kit, and the 5 is whatever the upgraded meteor hammer is, right? blink meteor hammer.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's it.
I know the name. I don't know the name, but I know what it does.
Yeah.
You rarely see the item.
You rarely see, I mean, and the reason why this is so strong, of course, is because it's an additional 50% damage on the Nature's Grasp if it's touching a tree, which, of course, it always will be if you have an Ironwood tree. It's so good.
Plant the tree.
Just plant a tree. The smoke out of the base, though. Oh, there's the jump. A good one at that, as they're going to be going to everything here onto Cuckoo. Look at him to force that away. Can they even kill him, though? Arrow locking him through. They will commit quite a bit as Supernova onto the back line. And a really good job. That's a nice job protecting the egg. Is it going to be enough? It will, actually. The egg connecting onto two. Down goes Cuckoo. Chen as well has died as the dust will reveal everyone here. Shepard is cutting out the Lycan, which means that Mikael is getting just ran down by Abed, and he is going to be eaten alive by the fish. Heals are coming through, but it's not going to be nearly enough to keep him alive, unfortunately. Now Song of the Siren will get used right as Carl pops his BKB. Probably told him to cancel that one quite quickly. I bet eats a stun, but then eats a dog as well. As here they go onto My Pro, and a triple kill for Abed and the GG. I mean, I guess it was an all or nothing fight there, huh?
That was their last hurrah.
Dire
I had to try to do something with their combo. It was a pretty decent fight. They got the egg off.